okay, so I haven't logged into my dropout on the TV in the living room, so it's still on your dropout in the living room, and it said that you had watched it already. So I was like, oh, I guess she's like already watched it.
Me?
Yeah, because like your dropout is the one on the living room.
Without me?
So I watched.
So
I can't believe you ratted me out. You ratted me out.
Christian, you're so good at that.
Actually, I forgot to tell you, I broke into your apartment and watched your TV.
It was unintentional.
You watched Game Changer without me?
Oh,
You specifically said that was one of the shows that we were going to watch together.
I'm on the couch. I'm on the couch.
You have to watch it before you go to bed.
Devin,
I'm so sorry, Devin. I did not mean to out you. I promise.
And I would, and
one time I watched Game Changer, 5 minutes of it without Devin on the bed, and you would have thought I shot his mother in the face with a gun. He was so
betrayed.
That's really fair.
Devin, I'm so sorry.
You know, no, I pulled a dick move. I did.
Yeah, that's just like him shooting himself in the foot and be like, I don't need to go to the hospital.
And you were like, what episode? Why'd you try to play it off? Why'd you try to play
I didn't do anything.
Interesting.
I didn't do shit. You hear me?
Oh, by the way, this has literally happened before too. Because Kat has bought a Lego. Specifically not told me not to tell Alan, and I'll ask Kat, oh, where's your Lego at? And Alan will look at Kat and like, you got a new Lego? And no one tell me not to say something, for fuck's sake. And I won't.
Guys, I think we're having a breakdown in communication as a group.
Devin,
yeah.
Devin,
apparently I'm the breakdown.
Devin, I fear,
and I'm having it.
I fear this will end us.
You know.
I'm so sorry. It's so funny though.
It's I have this really cool thing where I say I want to watch shows with you, and then I watch shows without her. It's really bad.
So,
this is a common theme.
No, this is a trend.
Oh no. I feel like it's only right. I feel like I should share a story. It's not as like that. I have been like sitting down and Nikki has been like, hey,
never betray his partner like that.
So, okay, here's the thing. Sometimes when I get like maybe a little too fried and I'm not really paying attention, I've worked a long day and I'm just watching a show and Nikki's like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom, pause that. And I'm like, cool. And I'll pause it. And then I get on my phone for a second. And then I forgot what I was doing the first time and not realizing that Nikki's out of the room and she has to go to the bathroom for a while. And then I go click and I just press play because my brain's like, oh, I want audio. I don't want to just scroll my phone anymore. And so I hit play, not realizing that I was supposed to keep it paused. And so Nikki has come back maybe once or twice and been like, what the fuck? Like just genuinely just so upset with me. Because I'm like, it's not like I'm far. I'm like 10 minutes into it. And she's like, I said pause it. And I went, I did.
I know someone who is also guilty of the pause thing. Me getting up and me being like, pause it, and him being like, why? Because I have to shit.
Have I ever said why? Have I ever said why before?
You literally said why, and then when I said I need to use the bathroom.
I didn't mean to talk.
Oh no.
I've paused.
Guys, I fear
it is 8:30.
Guys, I fear I have a problem.
You know
I
what?
The first, and then I'm like, Alan would like this, and then I just watch it again with him because I'm like, I'll watch it again.
You know what? Actually, Devin, you can do recap. Devin's gonna do recap, guys.
Hey, I died.
So my reward is that instead of me getting advantage this session, I don't die immediately. It seems.
Correct.
You still get to sleep in bed.
Advantage.
Them's the strokes.
We'll talk about that part. Well, So, I mean, most of last session was pretty much just us finishing up the fight. Killing the big tree, finishing off the Rot Herald, I believe was what it was called.
Blight Herald.
Blight Herald, excuse me. So the first half of the session was us finishing up that fight, but once the fight had concluded and the fires are finally being put out, we were digging in the rubble trying to find Jaren's body, and unfortunately we found it, but it was not in a state where it could be saved. Unfortunately, it seemed that Jaren had been crushed by a big tree. And after all the monsters that he has accomplished, a big tree was what got him. It's kind of crazy.
Big tree feels like big lumber.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so we kind of tried to. We had a very sort of heartfelt scene where everyone kind of gathered around Jaren and sort of tried to, tried to like somehow get his soul back in his body by.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Devin's PC hit the blue screen of death. Is he still talking? He's dead. His Discord is dead. Yep, there it goes. Oh no, the overlay.
I'm back.
He's back.
I'm back. My computer kicked off the internet for a second, but I'm back. Anyways, we all gathered around Jaren's body. We all tried to go like, please, really loud. Please come back to your body. And it actually sort of worked because we had a little cutscene with Jaren about to go to Saloon and could hear us behind him. And theoretically, it seemed like he could go back if he wanted. And
he said, nah.
Jaren was like, that's sweet, but I'm done. He went, I'm tired. I want to go home now. And he decided to go with Saloon and die officially for real. So we had a little memorial for him. Aeolus played a very nice song for him. We all mourned. And then this old guy showed up, went, hey, what's up, guys? And totally
he's dead.
Destroyed, totally ruined the vibe, totally harshed the vibe there. But it turns out that he and the Wizard of the Wines are kind of buds.
You're muted.
Yes, he is a turtle. But he is the he is buds with the Wizard of the Wines. And he is here as, fantastic timing. And the session kind of ended with us retiring inside the building to, I guess, decompress and figure out how the hell we're going to tell Hope and Isabel. That's, unless I'm missing something, I feel like that was last session.
That's it. You can get a point of inspiration.
I don't deserve it.
You lucky duck.
You don't deserve it. Anyways. You follow this wizard, again wearing this long blue robe. His hair is unkempt and sort of just sprawling across his skull. He's a handsome man, but as you're walking behind him amongst these ravens, you see that his hair is kind of thinning at the top of his head. You can see his scalp through his hair. And as he opens this thick, heavy oak door and it creaks, you enter the Wizard of the Wines, the vineyard specifically. As you walk in, you smell the rich smell of fermentation, and you enter into what is a 2-story chamber. You're walking into sort of an open horseshoe-shaped room, in which there's a balcony kind of wrapping around the sides. There are large, enormous wooden casks, these fermentation vats. Each one is 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall, and there are wooden staircases leading up to the balcony on the 2nd story. Stacked against the wall, slightly underneath the staircase, are old empty barrels with Wizard of the Wines embossed into them. And the balcony climbs up. It's about 10 feet above the ground. There are eastern, western, and southern walls up there. And there are several doors, some of which hang open on the 2nd floor. And sitting perched really on the balcony, looking down at you, are a cluster of ravens, about 4 swarms of them, blinking at you with black eyes, as the Wizard of the Wines brings you into his home.
It is not much, but it is what I have. Come in, my friends. Or my friend and extensions of my family.
Better than most places here.
Yes. Here, let me take your coat, sir.
And he takes your coat. Malachi, you feel your sister sort of hanging on your shoulder with her arms slightly wrapped around you. You see that in the center of this room there are tons of like sleeping rollout situations. So a bunch of people's like blankets and stuff scattered across the ground.
Sweet. I turn over Tink and I go, why don't we get some of the sleeping cots set up, yeah? Probably spending the night here.
Yeah, of course. And Tinkara goes over to assess the cot situation.
I'm going with her, to be clear.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys in to the 1st floor.
Oh, she's got a map. Shit.
Oh, shit.
That's right. There are doors. Can you guys just see the map?
I mean, I see the normal map. The battlefield.
Are you...
Oh, there we
do
go.
you see...
I see black boxes everywhere.
I see black boxes everywhere. Also.
Okay. So... I was
reloading the page.
New.
Jeez.
Can you guys see anything now?
Still black boxes.
Okay.
It's still black boxes.
We
I like
are
this background,
going
though.
To
Yeah.
Smoke.
try to turn
Smoky.
Smoky.
the doors.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
How do I let you guys see this? I was trying to like be a cool DM and have doors, and I do regret my initial decision to do doors. Dynamic lighting.
Fun.
We are going to
Refresh
turn
one
it
more again. See what happens.
low light brightness. Okay, can I just... Is there a way for me to fix this? Funyun.
Oh, babies.
Aw. It's the Yun.
She tried to comfort.
Now's not the time, mamas. Okay, alright, thank you.
You get 5 seconds, and that's it. Now
Okay,
she's going to eat.
one more second. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Dynamic lighting off. How
What's
about
up,
now?
Booklet?
Okay, I
see
know.
black
Yeah,
boxes
I
still.
see
I still
doors
see
and
boxes, but
It
there are
appears that
now
I have
doors
to
and
click
walls.
on. I can click on the doors and open them. Oh, everyone can apparently.
Yes. Yeah.
But the black boxes are indeed still
Open and
there.
close, open, close, open, close.
Yeah, the black boxes do.
I'm testing out my trigger finger.
Okay, hold on. How the fuck do I get rid of the black boxes?
Why do I know exactly which one's Alan?
I mean,
I'm none of
The
them.
one in the center?
so dynamic lighting is
You're
on.
the
No,
one in the
this one's
center, aren't
me.
you, Alan?
Are the boxes
No, not that one. The one that was right next to the one in the
Click on and
center.
delete?
Oh yeah.
This one?
Me?
Now which one am I?
Oh, you're placing doors.
Well,
This one.
The one on the left. Because of how fast you're coming.
If you delete doors,
How do you click that fast?
Okay, let me go.
Is he just doing this?
and-
Like just vibrating yourself?
No, he like is doing like
Wait.
a.
Just curious. If you click on one of the doors again. Now click opened. Okay, that didn't do anything on our side.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
Maybe I don't know
Whoa.
what these black boxes are.
How do I turn off the rooms?
Pause briefly. Technical difficulties.
What if we
draw mask?
pick the black boxes up and move them somewhere else?
What about now? You
Nope.
see?
No, it's only on your end.
Oh,
What about now?
we see.
Hey!
I like
Okay.
these little torch emblems. How cute.
That's where the light sources are supposed to be, but you know, being a dungeon master is hard.
I like it.
So, you guys come
I like
in
opening and closing
through
doors.
this door, and you enter in these rooms where there are these big, huge vats. And you see, again, there are sleeping cots that aren't pictured here that are on the floor. And obviously, you can see these barrels that are beneath the balcony as you all funnel in to this room. Again, it smells of wine, and the ravens greet you with great interest. Materializing in front of you is someone that you freaking fracking recognize.
It's the dragon guy. I forget his name.
Not Gunther. No, is it Gunther? No.
That's
That's
it.
good.
Yes.
I was right. Also, I'm hard
I can't
focused on
spell.
opening and closing this door stuff.
I just heard
You've given me-
Comet
you've given me
let
too much
out
power,
one
Haley.
huge cry. He just
To
went
your son.
like very like Mario.
Is it Mr. Gray or is it Callie? Callie's not in my room.
You
Well,
see
right now I
Erwin-
don't know. I think it might be
Who?
Callie. Sorry.
Lucy?
You see Erwin Mardukov transform from being a raven, his body sort of absorbing kind of uncomfortably
Erwin.
each feather before he becomes this large, briefly naked humanoid before tossing something around his waist. As he approaches Danica, he wraps his hand around her head and pulls her in close and gives her a kiss, happy that, of course, she has survived. There are a bunch of people here. We've got Davian Mardukov. We have a couple of other people who you guys aren't as familiar with because they are not. They're not the Ravens who you had met back in Vallaki. But you do see that there are a bunch of Ravens that you obviously recognize. We've got my main girl, Tinkara. We have, of course, Danica and her spouse. We have, as well as, oh my gosh, what is happening in Discord? It's okay. We have this sort of like, again, plump ginger named Stefana Mardukov. There's Varric Mardukov, the skinny sort of monk who fought with you outside. And then Nimura, who you guys have met before with this like red hair, all sort of crowding in this place. As Danica is going to address you and say, "Who the fuck are you?" As she's looking at this like turtle creature who is just appeared.
Yes. Allow me to introduce myself. He stands up more straight, has his staff, and taps 2 dice. And you hear him whistle once, and from the open door before it closed, you see a spotted hawk that with a wingspan of maybe about 3 feet or so, and it flies in, swirls around one of the vats, and then eventually lands on my almost like lollipop-esque swirled wooden staff that I hold. I say, I am the wizard Slow, or Taro, as you may call me. I am a chronergist from Candlekeep.
I'm sorry, what was the name one more time? I'm sorry.
So he gave a moniker of the wizard Slow.
Mm-hmm.
And then his name is Taro, Taro.
He's a master of chronergy.
And he is. I am a chronergist.
What are we doing? We're just making up names these days.
That's my fucking thing, dude. I do that for
What's the
days.
bird's name?
This is a Cristobal. So it's a Cristobal.
Anyone who thinks that they are worldly, like their character is of the world, can make a history check for me if you would be so kind. If your character has been to the Sword Coast, you can make a history check.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's a natural 20 plus 1.
Whoa!
I think. I feel like Elvina would have. She was a sailor at one point. Christian, are my dice in your bag?
Yes.
I think he yelled "fuck" and then said yes.
I yelled "fuck" because I forgot about that. I literally said that to myself before we started. I'm like, oh, I should get the dice out of the bag.
I misrolled on DnD.
So we have a 21. Elvina has not yet rolled. Did anyone else roll?
Literally, push is open.
Taro, you would obviously know this information already, but
sorry. I know I scream sorry. She's coming back to the headset.
Okay.
She headbutted the door, by the way.
History.
You are going to make a history check.
Got it. On it. What is that? Is it a... Oh, okay. History. 21.
I got an 18.
21 is really good. 21 is good for both. On an 18, Elvina, you have Candle. You know that Candlekeep definitely isn't in Barovia. It is not one of the mentioned locations inside of Barovia. You would imagine that this creature is certainly not from this demiplane. You've actually not seen like any other races, like any other like, obviously I mean presenting races other than human. No one else here is they're either human or elf. Pretty few and far between. You haven't even seen a dwarf here in your time, except for amongst the ghost warriors you saw like dive off that cliff. Aeolus, you have read of Aeolus.
Oh my god.
No, that was a joke, but that's just because I've heard it. I've counted online 57 times. I'm at 57 now, by the way.
Jesus. Aeolus, you have heard of Candlekeep because you remember seeing pictures of it in books where you were studying lore with Alton Aspen. In fact, you might have even seen like a sigil embossed onto a book that Alton Aspen had either purchased or stolen, indicating that it was from the libraries of Candlekeep. You know that Candlekeep is this famous library fortress that is like kind of a bastion of enlightenment and knowledge on the Sword Coast and has been there for many centuries. You know that they collect books and scrolls of lore, and they keep a collection of like the largest collection in all of Faerun. It's the home of a group of people called the Avowed, who are famous scholars. And I'll drop this, actually. Let me put the Avowed, and I'll put like a description of them up.
The Avowed are
in
cool
our-
and weird.
in our freaking... Where is it? 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 Sometimes navigating your own Discord is a crazy thing to do. I'm gonna put the Avowed in factions, actually, when I get the chance, but I'm gonna put that in there now. And again, Aeolus, you would know that the Avowed are scholars of great renown. You know that maybe some of the Avowed have even written letters to Althanasfin asking for assistance or seeking his services. You and Althanasfin might have, traveled to the Sword Coast to provide your services and assistance. The knowledge that you have, Thaddeus, is different. Obviously, because where you are from is a little bit different. You know, because you have been to the Court of Air. You've actually been to Candlekeep. Your family has the resources to travel to a place like Candlekeep. Candlekeep is kind of famous because they have establishments and amenities that cater to visitors who are often called seekers by the librarians at Candlekeep because they're seeking knowledge. You once pretended to be a seeker in order to get free booze and a free stay at Candlekeep. You were there, and
I was damn convincing.
There's this magically protected emerald door inside this inner ward of Candlekeep that you attempted to break into and have been barred from re-entry. In fact, you are unable to magically travel to the Court of Air as a result.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. You also owe someone there about 300 gold pieces, named Caraway, who is sort of like a master of disguise, who has provided certain things that he's stolen to Candlekeep, but you owe him about 250 gold pieces. So you have no intentions of returning there, but you have been there before. You don't recognize this particular creature, but you've been to the Sword Coast. And are familiar with their crest. The Candlekeep crest, specifically.
I came at Davian's request. I had also been meaning to have a discussion with all of you anyways. But I think that can come later. You all seem to... He kind of takes a moment, looks around at all of you, and then looks at the dead body on the ground. Is grieving. And I do not do well with... I will give you space. And he begins to start looking for Davian.
Yes, my good friend. From the second floor, you see Davian appear with this sort of like, it almost looks like spherical goblet that has like this gorgeous like molten red encasing.
I found it, my friend. I have retrieved it.
What is that?
What is a drink between old wizards to announce our triumph over the druids?
Yes, a shared drink indeed. Do you have a room I could make an arcane circle? You'd be a shite wizard if you didn't.
I have countless rooms of which you can make an arcane circle. And
good, thank you. I'm gonna begin just moving.
He will actually take you with him upstairs.
No more black boxes.
Fuck!
Hey, we can open the windows though.
Windows!
Hey, windows! Hey!
They just look like happy faces.
Out of these windows!
They look like Geometry Dash characters.
Hold briefly.
That's wild.
Hold briefly. Dynamic lighting is off. Can you guys see anything?
No.
Now it's all
just
black.
Dynamic lighting is off. Devin, how did we do this earlier?
You did
Carefully.
a reveal all option.
I'm playing Cookie Clicker on a window that I can't see.
There was something else. It was reveal full page at the bottom there.
Can you guys see?
No.
Can you see? Can you see? Can you see?
Let me reload.
Let me refreshy.
Yep.
Well, that is what worked last time.
Reveal full page.
The full page is not being revealed to me.
This is a nice black
Alrighty,
box.
alrighty.
I saw the fire. I see fire.
Here's what we're working with. So you guys head upstairs, and on your way upstairs, you see again kind of a patchwork structure. It's not in the best condition, but you know it is obviously someone's home. He takes you up to the second floor, and he pushes open the doors to his bedroom. I'm gonna ping you here. And you see on the ground there is this bear rug. 1 second. Oh my gosh, upper floor, master bedroom. So it contains this 4-poster bed. It is on the headboard. There are carved into the headboard the likeness of 2 ravens. Their beaks are pressed together, and their bodies look like they're forming a little heart. But only one side of the bed has been slept in. There are, of course, there's a black rug that covers the floor between the bed and the door, and there are 2 slender wardrobes here and here.
You're pinging, buddy. We still cannot see.
If you look at my screen where I'm playing the music, you'll be able to see. You see?
No, I see the.
No, because
music.
you have different. They're in different tabs, so I don't think you're gonna be able to switch over it in the stream.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Now we can see.
Sorry, yeah, you can delete that square. I totally thought that I was just gonna leave a black mark on the black screen.
That's funny.
How dare you?
So, this is his bedroom. You see again carved here are 2 ravens that come together to make this little heart, but again only his side has been slept in. And you see that there is a tapestry on the wall where there is a handsomely carved rocking cradle here. Above on the tapestry, you see this woman with this beautiful, long, full, luscious black hair curling down her chest. She is wearing, nice adornments, and she is smiling in this depiction on this tapestry. And then, of course, you see a couple of other things. There is a desk with some writing equipment, etc., etc. But he pulls you into his room.
This should do. Do you mind if I move your rug?
Move it. He pulls the rug, and you see that on the ground there are 2 finger indentations, scratches of being dragged towards the door.
And there's the floor for you.
I'm gonna just look down at it and go, should I even ask you?
For chalk. He runs over to his desk, he pulls out a drawer, he presents you with chalk.
Of course. I don't have particularly fine wizard chalk, but this is chalk that we can certainly use.
Cristobal is going to have this just kind of real loud, and then at Davian and go, Davian, do you take me for a fool in the time that we have met?
Certainly not.
So please do not waste my time. Time is a very important thing. So please, should I be worried about what is on the floor of where I am meant to be writing?
The rug is a gift from my child.
I will snatch the chalk out of his hand and say,
I don't
Thank you.
think you should concern yourself with anything else. Would you like a pipe?
no. Best for clear heads to prevail.
Exceptional.
Thank you for the accommodation.
Of course.
Yeah.
You can stay in here. I best you not to venture. The other rooms, they don't belong all to me. And he heads out of the room. You hear him walk down the hallway in this general area, and that is where he finishes. Anyone who is down here.
Sorry. I'm just gonna like Malachi kind of leans over to Tink and is like, I don't want to make assumptions, but I think I fucking hate that guy.
Taro the Slow One.
Yes.
That's not a really eloquent title for a wizard.
Again, not to make assumptions, but
In defense of the man, I haven't met a wizard I've liked. And she looks at the room where Davian has just retired.
I'm not in a good mood, obviously. So I can't discount that, but wow. Also, he's just here. Like, Davian can't just let people in to Barovia. That's not how it works.
I don't. Certainly not.
What do you mean he's here by Davian's invitation?
I think he could be here by Davian's invitation, and she gestures towards the Wizard of the Wines, but certainly not in Barovia by Davian's invitation. Mm-hmm. If we had any way to get anything out, we would have done that a long time ago.
Exactly.
I don't think that the creature is here at the behest of Davian. Malachi.
Yeah, of course not.
He had an interesting face, Danica says, sort of standing close. I'm not a good read of non-humanoids, but he looked at you all like he knew you.
Yes, he said he needed to talk to us.
I'm interested
I don't know
to
what
hear
that.
what he has to
I don't
say.
know what that means.
And Danica will turn back to Elvina and Thaddeus and Aeolus, and she'll say,
Thank you again for your assistance. The druids haven't been able to shape change for some time, and they believe that we hold some kind of secret to our ability to shape change, but we're not like them. We're born this way, and they have lost their touch with the earth, which doesn't allow them to change their form. They have made a dark pact with the Baba Yaga, and as a result, their god has forsaken them. Or the land. I'm not sure. Every so often they will amass forces, and they tend to find their way here to attack Davian, but also he has wine stores, and wine here is as good as gold. We have rations. Not many, but we do have them.
Obviously, take what we can. And there's, I think, no role necessary. There is definitely still an underlying tension between Danica and Malachi.
yeah, I think it is like your estranged parent has done you a favor.
Yeah.
But they're still your estranged parent, so it kind of has that feeling. South of here is where the Baba Yaga lives.
I feel like Elvina will take this moment as a time to be like, well, speaking of Baba Yaga, she was definitely here during that battle.
I know.
Tried to make a deal with the lass in my noggin. Didn't appreciate it.
I didn't.
She was here earlier before she summoned that creature. But her magic is far beyond whatever we could conceive. No offense, Nimura. Nimura's looking straight ahead, does not react.
Seems like everything bad here has the advantage on a magic side.
I will say, the Baba Yaga's mind is not what it once was. She, even in battle, was losing sight of everything, really. She is obsessed with earning the love of Strahd. She believes, sickly, that she is her mother, I think. At least that's how she announces herself. I heard once. Don't spout rumors, Danica. Tinkara punches her shoulders. It's not a rumor. As much as it is likely just gossip, but I heard once that Baba Yaga was the nursemaid to Stradvaldania. The Lady Strahd von Zarovich, a witch, fed her from her breasts, and that is what has cursed her to be as evil as she is. Yes, but that's horse shit. Strahd is evil because she chooses to be evil, not because she was fed milk from the breast of some old, ancient witch. All right. Danica holds up her hands. It was simply amusing that I had heard, and hearing her spout before she rained attacks on us that she was Strahd's mother. It is interesting. I think that she can be manipulated if she thinks that you're willing to do a service for her child. She seems deranged enough.
Everyone in this place seems deranged. No offense.
It's all right. I think that we're all willing to do crazed things for our children, she says.
Fair.
Did somebody cast Gentle Repose on Jaren's corpse? Cool.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, cool. What are you going to tell her? She tilts her head towards Jaren's lifeless body.
I mean,
I don't think any of us have really worked out that part of this yet.
I don't know what we would tell her other than the truth. She deserves that much. She deserves a lot more, honestly, but she deserves at least that. And then
You know,
I'd hate to
he'll
recommend.
probably hate us forever, but
I hate to recommend this, but Davian has lived in Barovia longer than any of us have. Obviously. He's old.
Yeah, you got that. You got that right.
But if you're friendly with him, he might spare you some knowledge, some wisdom, if he has any left.
Wisdom of what exactly?
She leans in close. And you see Nomura like push at her shoulder. Say nothing. It is a foolish thing we heard only as children that you have fixated on only because of your animosity towards him. Danica does like a wicked smile as she looks at you, leaning in close. Malachi.
Yeah.
Wizards. They have to get their power learning from someone. Davian is one of the only wizards I know. Another great wizard found his way here a long time ago. A man I remember hearing you ask for. A man called Morton Kynan. It is a rumor the crazed wizard did not teach Davian. Please. Though Davian is crazy enough on his own, he might hold a key to locating Morton Kynan if you persist on your journey to him. Malachi.
So I was gonna end up interjecting it. Like, I assume this is kind of like just in the group setting still, correct?
Yeah, this is in the group setting.
So I think Aeolus, leaning against a window, looking out like a teenager who just saw death for the first time, would then look back at the group and be like, so the way you said friendly had certain intonations on it. Why? What do you mean by friendly? Are one of us gonna have to fuck this man?
Please don't. He is mourning the loss of my aunt. She had some kind of manic disease that took her life.
So it just wanted clarification, because the friendly intonation didn't seem...
Please do not attempt to have sex with my
I
uncle-in-law.
didn't want to.
That dude is a billion
No
years
offense,
old.
did not want to. Not even a little bit. Seemed kind of douchey.
He's a little shit, but he did love my great aunt. She died of, I don't know, the giggles.
I feel like if I was a different character, that would mean something to me. Oh well.
It fucking might.
Oops.
Might. But he might have information about the wizard Morton Kynan, maybe even something that would help you locate him, or at least get an eye on him. I know that your warlock, Hope, her eyes cut to Jaren's corpse. I know that your warlock has the ability to see things inside her. She makes a shape like a bowl inside her cauldron. She might be able to locate this wizard for you or find details. If you had something belonging to him, perhaps. But I would never insist that anyone spend any time in Davian's company. Malachi, would you stay with us? We could use you. We need you. I need you. And it would mean a lot to everyone to have you here.
We definitely need to have a conversation. But It all kind of feels kind of stupid now. Yeah, I'll stay with you guys. And I think it is best that we stick together.
I want it to be your choice. I know that. And she reaches out and she touches your hand, and this kind of becomes a private conversation.
Sure.
I know that you're still angry at me. And if I were you, I would be too.
It's not like I don't get it. I understand that you were doing what was best for the Ravens as a whole, but would keep the most people out of trouble. Doesn't mean it didn't still hurt.
I have let the few die for the many often. And I am sorry.
I know. I don't know. I guess it feels stupid. I thought that I was a little bit more than just one of the many. But maybe that was stupid. Tyreek was more to me than just a fellow were-raven, and you knew that.
I know. She holds your hand. Your blood is of my blood. Tyreek's blood is of my blood. Oleg's blood is of my blood. And there's often a time where you think you are making the right choice because you think it is going to keep everyone safe. And you end up letting everyone down. And costing people their lives. And I cannot expect your forgiveness because I would not forgive myself. But it is my job to protect you. And to protect these people. And not that Tariq and Oleg and others are not my people. But it is my job to keep my family alive. She takes a knife and she presses it and pricks it into her skin in the center of her palm. I cannot repay for the loss of those you loved with blood. But, and she'll flip your palm, and she's looking at you to see if you protest.
I give a little nod. Go for it.
And she pricks the center of your palm and presses your hands together, like sort of handshake style.
Mm-hmm.
But I can promise that I will try to be a better leader and to listen more thoroughly, and that I will not leave you again or ostracize you for disagreeing with me. And I will try to keep our blood as strong as I can.
I guess in return, I'll try not to be such a moody asshole.
A smile like spreads across her face. It doesn't go all the way to her eyes, but she does smile at you. And she puts her hand sort of in your hair. I think especially early on I was afraid of being defied. But even you, little Malachi, you listen. And she shakes your hair out and steps away from you. And make an insight check.
Sure. Oh, a 19.
Her shoulders look a lot heavier than you remember them being. It's been some time since you've seen Danica. But every time you do see her, she looks like she has slept less and less. She's thinner than she was previous. God.
And
damn
Franklin
it.
University. God damn it.
Fucking
God damn it.
damn it.
Franklin University.
Gotta be honest,
God
thought that was
You know-
part of the music.
Damn it.
You know what you don't make possible? A serious scene.
She looks exhausted and tired. And you think that though there is guilt weighing on the both of you, you can tell that she carries it. Just as much, if not equally. The burden of choice is tough, is essentially the vibe.
I sort of turn to Aeolus and Malvina and Thaddeus go. I guess this means I probably won't be coming back with you. I'm gonna stay with Danica.
Right,
No,
we
we're
lose
ravens.
2 and gain a weird ass fucking turtle. Love this for us.
Bones looks at you in the face, Malachi. 300 gold pieces. Huh? Huh? Huh?
I need to be with the were ravens right now. We are hurting. We need as many as possible. That's when you
Alvina
guys do.
just looks at him with this look of absolute fucking like the audacity is what it says on her face of like, you guys are fucking hurting. All of us are in a fucking world that we have no idea what's going on. But okay, you're right.
That said,
She doesn't say
Malachi,
it, but that's the face.
Malachi powers on does not notice.
Valid.
That said, looking at Bones, when you guys do decide to storm Ravenloft and take Strahd down, I'm with you for free. You don't gotta give me anything.
Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you, Malachi. As always, if you need any help, here's my, and I show him the newly whittled design from Jaren, and I'm like, here's my card.
What was
Nice.
the name from like, I'm curious, David, like what were the names that you had picked out? Or had you not picked any out?
No, I did. I sent it to Alan a while back. I gotta find it.
I also have to find it.
Well, you guys are
Who the
I literally
Nice.
just thought of this. Thaddeus's helping club, and the initials are THC.
That's hilarious.
Bones approaches you, Malachi, and wraps his arms so tightly around you, like claps his hands on your back. And you feel him shaking a little bit.
Malachi does like the thing that everyone does when they don't, and they're not like when they're not used to physical touch and they get hugged all of a sudden is they like kind of freeze for a second and then just kind of awkwardly pats his back. It's like, it's okay, man. I'm not that far away.
Right. It just you give good advice, mate. And he holds you like really close, and you feel his breath on your ear as he whispers, "Oi, 300 gold to take Thaddeus with you. Take it or leave it."
But he's so helpful.
300 gold.
300 gold pieces. You guys all can hear this, Bones. This is so loud.
Hey, do we, I look back at Danica. Do we have any spare sending stones around?
I mean, I don't, but we could look around. And she makes a gesture to Namura, like to case the joints. And you see she is already on it. Davian is not particularly perceptive. He's an old wizard.
Yeah, I imagine he probably has a few lying around somewhere.
Didn't Danica give us a set of sending stones like forever ago?
She gave you
the one's on
to
Jaren's dead
access
corpse, I thought.
her.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
But no one's going over to his body because
no one wants to touch that body.
Disrespect.
I literally, it's like disrespect, and it's like it just happened. Like it was 20 minutes ago, guys.
It was like I thought I definitely have one that I had given eyes cut to Jaren's corpse.
Never mind.
We'll see if we can find another one.
So many cool things aside from the sword that apparently Thaddeus has.
Yeah, Thaddeus did get that.
Yeah, that was the one thing that, like, I think in agreement that silently one of us was gonna take no matter what.
This is actually very, very endearing that you guys are not looting Jaren's corpse for his magic items. I will give you all a point of inspiration. Everybody can have a point of inspiration for not looting Jaren's corpse. I think that's really sweet.
Listen, Haley, this is not the first campaign where Alan was like, "I'm gonna take the guy's dead guy's pickaxe." Okay.
That was the most fucked up shit ever. That was fucked up. Okay.
I know.
You hear banging from upstairs and see flashing light underneath the door on the far left. On the other side of this wizard wine area is our sweet, fantastic, wonderful friend Taro. What are you doing in here?
In this room, I have Taro, used to his old body, his older body, and he by nature has a much stronger mage hand after years and years and years, and just kind of naturally just points his staff ever so lightly, and the rug moves, the bed scooches over, and I'm just kind of casing the joint, or like, looking around and like, because Taro is like, I'm gonna tell you how it is, like, and what I feel. And I feel like he's like, I don't trust what's happening here. And so he's going to just kind of like look around and see if there's anything that seems off or interesting to find as he begins to draw out his ritual circle.
Yeah, do me a favor and make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
If you would not mind.
I certainly can. Investigation. I'm pretty good at investigation. How do we feel about a 19?
A 19 is really, really good.
11 plus 8.
That is pretty good. So, as you're looking around the furnishings of this room, in one of the wardrobes, there is a bunch of women's clothes. Untouched, like pristine garments like linens, lace. It's beautiful. Inside the woman's closet, there is a wooden chest. I'm so sorry, what did you roll in your investigation check one more time?
19.
19's pretty good. You chest. It has a pretty impressive lock on it. But you're a wizard.
I'm going to.
Wizards
Sorry.
don't keep the keys too far from there, from what they need to unlock.
I am, for just self precaution. I am going to tap my staff once, and the swirl of the staff at the very top just kind of begins to warp ever so slightly, and then as it does, my eyes flash white, and I'm going to cast Detect Magic, just to see if anything else is like catching my eye in here, if there's like a spell on the lock or anything else.
As you cast Detect Magic, nothing in this room is giving off any kind of magical aura. But what does it look like as you cast Detect Magic?
That's was like I kind of tap my staff, and then the staff swirls, and as it swirls, my vision kind of does the same, and then locks back into place with a flash of white, and I just begin to see everything that's like kind of just like white strands of magic.
With that flash of light, you're looking over around the room to see if anything is odd or glowing or shining, and you notice that there is dust on the feminine side of the bed, you would presume. Yeah. But the actual like bed post and the carved raven, no dust on it at all on her side.
I'm going to take I'm not even going to really even have to use my hand, because I can do it without verbal or somatic. So I just think, and I begin to try to use my mage hand to twist or pull at that raven.
It twists relatively easily, so easily that the raven is sort of swinging on this sort of nail that embeds it in, and inside is a little alcove where you see there is a key.
I will just immediately think it, and it will grab the key and begin pulling it towards me.
Yeah. You have a key in your hand.
Okay, I will use the mage hand to go towards the lock, and then see it tries to open, and if it does open, I will open the chest.
Yeah. The chest pops open. Inside the chest, you see a leather pouch with 50 gold pieces and 270 electrum coin stamped with the profile visage of Strahd. And then 350 silver pieces. There's a gold locket with a beautiful woman painted inside of it, and a pouch containing 50 gold piece gemstones.
Does the locket and the woman on the inside match the one that's on the painting?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same lady. The locket, you're not touching it with your hands.
You know, it's just a mage hand. It's just kind of like, it's floating in front of my face as I look at everything. Taro does not move when he's doing all of this. He just kind of looks, and things begin to shift and move around the room.
The locket with your detect magic is magical. Let me pull this up here.
I was say, before I like touch it to do like an identify, can I roll like maybe like an arcana to see if I can decipher what kind of magic it is?
Yeah, certainly you can.
Detect magic usually just does that.
True. But if let me see, detect magic. Oh yeah, it does say
School of Magic.
School of Magic, if any. But I am going to make an Arcana just to see if there's anything deeper besides just the School of Magic. I rolled a 19 plus.
Arcana.
Yeah, plus my Arcana. Got to change over pages. Plus 8 for 27.
Amazing. So, holding this, I don't know what School of Magic this amulet is. So, put a pin in that for right now.
Maybe it doesn't have one.
But what you're holding, as you hold it in your hand, this golden spherical locket with this beautiful crest engraved into it. Obviously, inside is the picture of this woman. You, when the locket, do you open the locket? I'm assuming.
Yes, the hand kind of opens it up.
You open the locket, and around you, the room begins to shift, almost like a haze or a mirage. Moving around you, the room becomes less worn. The bed unmade on both sides. The rug is gone. There is not a desk in here, but there is a vanity. And you see this beautiful mirror. The feminine closet is now open. There are tossed clothes everywhere. There is tea, a teacup cracked on the ground. And you see the room is kind of dark. But laying on the bed, twitching ever so slightly, is someone underneath the blanket.
This does not feel like illusion.
It does not feel like an illusion.
Good. I'm going to test that theory and like ever so like kind of like testing the waters here. Just ever so lightly, like using my mage hand to kind of push at the bed, but not actually push it. Just feel like if it makes contact with what I'm looking at.
You hear the bed move. And you are aware enough to understand that the bed in the room that you are in has actually moved, but not the bed in this memory. This is not an illusion.
Yeah.
This is a memory. This feels real. There is no illusory magic. You are experiencing something. The door... Oh, go ahead. No,
I think he begins to see, and especially with his detect magic and his innate sense of like time and the way it flows, and his just everything here is so wrong, and it's just one looped experience that is an affront to everything he believes, and sees this and just another rot. I'm going to just begin to, I'm on myself. It is a memory. How careful is he being? He is going to cast. No, I believe I'm just going to use Mage Hand to pull the cover off slightly just to see what face he sees. I think he has an idea of who it is, but he would like to see and confirm.
The cover drifts off the face of a woman with, again, dark curly hair. Her face is now gaunt. Preserved on her face is a smile etched into her face as she is sort of like her hand is curled up by her chin and the other clutching at her chest as though she intends to rip it open. She is like frozen, still, unmoving, paralyzed. And almost as if almost as if someone has come into the room and you've just now realized they're there. Over in this corner of the room, pressed against the wall, you see sort of gasping is a much younger Davian, his hair fuller. He has sun in his cheeks as his chest is heaving up and down. He is holding a wand towards the woman on the bed. And he's maintaining concentration on a spell. You see across his face, there is a cut across his chin. He looks like pretty beaten and battered. And you see him holding and maintaining concentration. And you hear a little knock at the door.
I use the mage hand holding the locket and immediately close it.
The memory disappears. The sound is gone. The woman on the bed is gone. And the man in the corner is gone, and the room returns to its kind of weathered state. The amulet that you have picked up is called an amulet of memory. It is an amulet that, when wearing it, you can speak a word. The wizard who is attuned to it chooses the word. And it allows you to open the locket, and it can store what you see and experience for up to 10 minutes. And you can shut the locket at any time, stopping the memory recorded. Upon opening the locket, again, it overrides the contained memory. If you open the locket with the memory stored, you're able to enter the memory. You and another creature can touch the locket to experience the memory from a beginning. Breaking contact will end the memory early. If you die while wearing the amulet, it preserves you. Your body is affected by the gentle repose spell until the amulet is removed or until your life is restored. In addition, it stores the moment of your death into the amulet upon your death. A creature touching the amulet perceives the memory stored there after your death. And attuning to it would remove any memory stored there within it.
If I open it once again, will the things come back? I will.
And I will send
Pocket the
this
locket.
to you.
Pocket the locket.
I'm going to
Probably pocket
take.
locket.
Let me see what this is to cast. Where'd it go? Where's my wrist
Love
pocket?
theft here.
But Taro, you are an intelligent creature. You can presume that what you are seeing is the last moments of her death.
Yeah.
Preserved inside of this locket, which does belong to her. You would guesstimate that the image of her was added retroactively. It is not. She did not have an image of herself inside this locket, but this is her locket.
I'm going to cast another. I'm going to cast a second level spell, and I take my wrist and hold. Actually, not even my wrist. Actually, I guess I would bring it to my hand to cast it because that's how I'm supposed to be. It goes to my hand, and I flicked my wrist, and it bamfs out of existence into a small extra-dimensional space.
Perfect. You have taken the amulet of memory.
Bum bum bum.
More discussion later.
Yeah, okay, tell yourself that.
Let's Christabel and my hawk kind of looks at me. Say, I'm going to ask you to be into a different form, and I know you're not going to like it, but it's much more amenable to people in general. You'd seem to scare them. He kind of squawks back at me in defiance of what I say. I'm saying, I know, you're a bird of prey, just like I said, and I kind of pat his head. And say, but I need you to be more of the feline variety. Straight defiance from Cristobal. But then I begin to.
Oh, Cristobal is pissed. Absolutely fucking fuming, literally furious. How dare you?
And I'm going to begin the ritual casting of Find Familiar to change his form, which will take a good amount of time.
Absolutely. You do this ritual casting. The nails on the ground suddenly a little bit more jarring, but you do this ritual casting. What does it look like as you do this?
I begin to I begin to draw my ritual circle because I have to do the whole kit and caboodle with the chalk and draw my circle. And as I do, a lot of the elements seem to follow like a spiral, geometric, clockwise, like very like Fibonacci sequence, like the perfect spiral. But it's like a bunch of those that are all you have. If you look at one way and you cock it, you can see another one that is intertwined with another one that's intertwined with another one. And also just little like baubles. I put a little glass lens at one corner. I put an hourglass at another. I put a feather at another. I put gold dust at another. And just making this little ritual circle. And as I do, I just begin to chant and use my hands and trying to move through it quickly. For when it does end, which does take about, I think it's about 10 minutes. Cristobal eventually sits very hopefully patiently, in my ritual circle. And once he is done, a long, black-haired Maine Coon and then hops out. It's like 3 foot long Maine Coon, jet black fur, piercing yellow eyes. I know, Cristobal, this isn't your favorite form, but it is more amenable to those around us than to take away my brusqueness, as they say.
He will nuzzle his head on your hand, sort of instantly forgiving you, but is still pissed as his tail does a little flick.
And I will, I believe, go downstairs or begin my descent, at least giving those their space, but my presence is known to those around us.
Yeah. As you head downstairs, all eyes are sort of on you as you rejoin this group. You see this, like, again, super, super buff, tattooed man. The name Elvina tattooed across his neck is sort of leant up against a woman, hopefully Elvina. You know that it's Elvina. Sort of leant up against a woman. They're playing, he is being taught how to play Go Fish. Against some of the ravens. There's a pot that is forming as you see them all playing together. Thaddeus, would you be with them playing?
What? Sorry. What was the...
playing Go Fish with were-ravens right now, or learning.
So Bones is learning how to play Go Fish with the were-ravens.
What a vibe change.
Thaddeus is thinking of his next move. He doesn't know what he's going to do right now. Where he's going, what he's doing. He was following this group, and it appears that their leader has died. And now he's trying to figure out the next course of action for how he's going to return home.
Yeah. You would see the were-raven Varric approaches you, and you guys would have struck up a conversation as he says,
You have got to fill the power vacuum. That's how power vacuums happen. You've got to rise to the ranks, man. It's all you. They need a leader, and it can't be that guy. And he gestures to Bones. Can't be. Can't be.
He just catches strays.
Bones catches strays.
And like, no offense to the others. He looks at Aeolus. What's Aeolus doing?
Sitting with their grief.
That's fair.
Sitting silently in a corner, just.
I'm pretty sure that they're crying. Gestures to Aeolus, and then he looks at Elvina and goes, "And she's with that one. So like, where's her head at? You know?"
Alvina's just watching Bones try and play Go Fish, and sort of like.
It's actually impossible for you not to have a Knight of Diamonds. Give it to me. He takes out a knife and stabs the center cards. You shanking the cards is not going to make this any easier to play with them. Now we can kind of see through the top 3 cards as he's playing with Tinkara and Nomura, who are not having any of his shit. And Varric is talking to Thaddeus. You come downstairs, Taro, and you see these groups of people having their own conversations. They all know each other. You know none of them.
Yeah.
Only from what you've seen of them in memory.
I imagine Malachi is still talking with Danica.
Yeah, you see that Malachi is having probably the most, like, without a doubt, the most somber conversation, except Aeolus is sitting in the corner. Is Aeolus playing an instrument?
I would say Aeolus is actively, like, I wouldn't say journaling, but, like, writing.
Okay. Everyone looks kind of like they're intensely enraptured in something.
Do your eyes catch mine? I'm looking as you come down the stairs.
Close the door. Sorry, I'm looking at Alan's camera, and I'm like, is Kat just gonna pull down her pants and sit on the toilet door wide open?
What's going on? Live streaming and everything.
Hey, man.
I was like, what? Close the door.
Assert your dominance, Kat. Piss with the door open.
Full T-pose. T-pose
piss. With the door open.
I've had this YouTube channel for 10 years, and I'm gonna lose it in one moment.
No, so what do you mean? Do I need to call out the Twitch stream when you both were drinking?
Moment, Al. I'm just full dominance.
No, Alan was streaming and just. Sorry.
Before you see me, my black Maine Coon cat comes down first, and would probably begin to mingle for like a minute or so, and then I would follow it. But yeah, I do meet your eye as I come down and just nod my head in acknowledgement.
I tell what's his name?
His name's Varric.
Varric. One moment, Varric, and then I kind of like step to the side and kind of nonchalantly make my way to you in more of a composed manner, and I'm just. The name's Thaddeus. Here to help anyone I can, but you appear to have shown up at the end of our little skirmish there.
I look back behind you, look back to you. Yes?
Were you in need of any assistance, or what's your purpose of being here?
Yes, something to discuss indeed. I believe that I could provide some assistance to you rather than to me. Let me. He begins to look around. Is there like any table like he could use in this area?
So,
I can't really see the.
Yeah, no, you're okay. So downstairs on the first floor. Oh my gosh, hold on. She's loading. High res map.
She pixelated.
On the first floor, there are little tables
in here, it looks like this room is for whittling wood and shaping it and carving it to make these barrels and like where the construction of barrels takes place. But yes, there are tables. There are some tools you may have to move, but you'll be all right.
Okay. Yes, the tables might be better to join around so we can show our hand, both literally and metaphorically. And he's going to begin to waddle, kind of like very slowly move over and begins to try to drag one of the tables out into this main area where everyone is.
You feel the attention of everyone, Taro, as you pull out this table. You see Danica sort of ends abruptly her conversation with Malachi and turns towards you, leaned up against the wall with her arms crossed.
Yeah, I'm going to stand there and say, allow me to reintroduce myself. As I said, I am Taro, the wizard Slow. I am a wizard and a scholar, Candlekeep. I come to you because I've had visions. Of my own studies and research has landed me here. As I've said before, I am a chronologist, a master of time and its flow. In my hasty research, I began to try to peer into a potential future. This brought my vision to see you, and I'm going to extend my hand, and over the table I'm going to cast a minor illusion, and a 5x5 foot cube, let's call it like a 4x4, is a recreation of the night that you all stormed Argynvost Holt and were fighting I forget was it the Lonely? Was that the name of?
The first one is the Lonely, the Hungry, and then the Abandoned.
Abandoned, that's what it is. It's all of you fighting the Abandoned, everyone moving, casting spells, and going in for attacks. And I say, in my vision, I saw this. And he points his hand, and that recreation appears, and you all see yourselves once again on that night.
Any of that?
I more look to Aeolus, who is, I don't know if Aeolus came closer or is staying farther away and watching. But I mean,
I guess the only two would be Elvina and Aeolus, who were actually there for that.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I definitely would have gone up and been like.
I mean, Aeolus, you see Jameson, Jaren, you see Hope, you see Elvina, you see Drac fighting intensely. The Abandoned, the Lonely, and the Hungry, like hard, like busting your asses, like on the brink of death.
I saw this. I saw people I did not know fighting creatures that I could not imagine. But as I looked forward, I saw more of you traveling together, escaping together. A vision of everyone escaping from Ravenloft for the first time, losing Drac.
See Bones, he looks wet.
And he begins to just kind of like slide through a couple more iterations of you guys interacting.
Yeah.
And then I got stuck. When I got stuck, I saw Strahd standing outside of your camp, watching. And then she looked back and saw me. Someone peering into her future. Or her past. She has bent time into a circle of some sort. In my visions, I see the flow of time here, like I said, bent into her flow, into a circle, into a rot on the timeline. Calms himself. When I look to you, and he looks at like Danica and the Were-Ravens, you are a part of the tapestry. You do not move upon the timeline. You are a part of this place. But you, and the one that you have lost, seemed to be able to pull at the strands of time in this place. It's quite interesting. Those a part of this place cannot change it, but those who are on the outside can. I thus bring you this, and I put down my spellbook. In my many years, I've come across a many of things, many a people, wizards. One of them, not by person, but by book. A wizard by the name of Morden Kanan. This is his old spellbook. But it is now mine. I believe that if we search for the wizard Morden Kanan, convince him to help us, help you, we could all leave this forsaken place or kill Strahd and end the rot on this timeline. Now, I do not know the implications of what that would look like, and I apologize for my bluntness to those of this place, of this plane. I do not know what your future would look like.
She said, Danica says, leant up against the wall.
I'm taking a little.
I do not know how long you have truly lived. But kind of pauses on that statement and then holds his words. I believe the wizard Morden Kanan might also be of use to you and your friend that you have lost, possibly. The only ones to bring those back from the dead are clerics of a high order and wizards of a archmage status. So I offer my assistance in an offer to help me restore the time and get you all home. Get us home. End your suffering. As he looks to the Were-Ravens.
I don't like that implication.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
It's a 3.
Question.
Looking at the Were-Ravens.
Looking at the Ravens, because I was gonna say, I'm like, if you want him to make a persuasion check, I'm like, can I ask that he rolls with disadvantage? Because for me,
you guys are player characters. Their persuasiveness, like you can make an insight check to see if he's telling the truth or not. But whether or not you believe him is up to you. A 16. Danica looks at you and she says, "What do you mean how long we've lived?"
It is hard to explain. Where we are from, where I believe you may have been from to some degree, I am uncertain. But time is linear. It has multiple branches and across multiple timelines, potentialities. Your plane is circular. There is no beginning and there is no end. It just is a corrupted existence. An endless loop of suffering. How many strangers have you met in your time alive? People from the outside that come through. Do you remember all of them?
Danica looks left and looks right. No, I cannot.
How old are you?
I don't know the exact date of my birth.
As far as I know, in my own research and my time here, rumors of... Question for the DM before I spout knowledge that I might be talking out my ass.
No, you're okay.
Would Taro have been able to glean information in his research, especially with my... I know we're in Barovia, so Sage and Researcher is a little weird about finding info.
No, you're okay.
But about like the Mordenkainen stuff with like I don't know if it was him. Yeah, we learned that he led a ghost army. Is that what happened?
So he did.
Yes.
He attempted to lead a bunch of the townsfolk and some phantom spirits to battle against Strahd, and that's where a bunch of people had died. You guys had met a vampire who had been turned. What the fuck was his name? Hold on. Dungeon Master Time.
Oh, the babies.
Dungeon Master Time. What the fuck was his name? You met the priest whose son had been turned into a vampire. Whose name?
Oh yeah, Father. What's his name?
Yeah, he killed himself.
Anyways, yeah. Your suffering is endless. I do not see time as you may think it. It is more of a feeling. My time around the weave and the flow of time has given me a sense of it. But I sense that you have been alive much longer than you can remember. Seen more than you care to remember.
How long have you been here?
I've been here for...
How?
Let me show you. And then I'm going to begin to use my minor illusion once again to kind of just keep it's a cantrip, so I can keep casting it to just change images. And you see a mock-up of what looks to be like a wizard's like research and like laboratory. Beakers and bottles and potions and all these different like machinery and like a large ritual circle in the middle of it. And with me in it, and I'm looking through this what looks to be like not quite like a telescope, but almost like one. And it is made out of pure glass that has this spiral of arcane runes that goes across it. And you see me taking my hand, burning silver, just with an ignition in my hand, taking all sorts of these lenses and adding to them, taking lines of gold and scripting this large conical lens. And as I move the image around, I put the lens to my eyes and I say, "This is my research. The temporal lens that I attempted to create did not go as intended. As I said before, when I saw you in my visions using my temporal lens, Strahd saw me and peering into her plane and deemed that was me wanting entrance. And when the spell had ended, I did not find what I meant to find, and instead I was in a broken version of my laboratory in some bog. Beaker's done. Virtual circle broken, the lens gone. But I had a sense of where you were to some degree. I could feel your pulls on the timeline. So I sought you out.
Also, after hearing still everything and not giving a fuck and still harp in in their mind, playing over and over again something that you've said, will, not gonna lie, angrily slam their hands onto the table. They're not sitting at the table, they are behind, slamming their hands on the table.
Yeah.
And simply say, so your idea of getting us to help you is, of getting us to, hold on. Christian is not wording brains. Yep. So your idea of helping us, or getting us to help you, is for us to cure our suffering of bringing someone back from the dead, when I'm almost positive that's not something that he would want, for one. Two, we just met you. And yes, we're looking for Mordenkainen, but don't use our friend's life like that as a way to get us to help you. I refuse to help or party up with someone who thinks that's the way that we should do things. Also, Tarot the Slow, does that stand for Tarot the Slow with Emotions?
He just slow blinks at you.
What is in it for you? Danica says, leant up against the wall, looking cool as hell.
What's in it for me is...
Oh, I'm having...
I think it's Discord.
Oh, I think Discord's shit in the bed.
Silly Discord.
Oh, okay, that's everyone? Sweet.
Discord is shitting the bed. Hold just a second.
It seems to have cleared.
Yeah, I think
stabilized.
we're good now. Yeah. Oh.
Go ahead.
Wait. It's a little...
I think my Discord's... Nope, it's still fucking up for me.
It's not great.
I mean, I hear everyone fine right now. Oh my god! Oh, we lost Haley.
Haley's gone.
Goodbye.
God has left. God has left.
Not herself.
Not herself.
It's okay. She's back.
Welcome back.
Discord could kill your god.
Oh my gosh, you can customize your theme. Thank you, Discord. That's interesting. Unimportant.
Stinky.
Yeah, isn't that the thing that makes David go boat every time he joins a call?
No.
Oh no? Oh, never mind.
It's the
Theme
color
is
of your
like what
Discord.
you're,
That's
yeah.
just a soundboard.
Hey,
Oh.
that's not a toy.
Oh,
I think we're good.
Not a toy.
Hell
Not
yeah.
a toy.
I like how
we okay?
it shows a blue border now whenever you do a soundboard to indicate who's done the soundboard.
Mm-hmm.
Continue, David. I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
Criminal.
We lost our music, by the way.
Oh shit.
I feel it coming.
So sorry. Can you guys hear it now?
Sec?
Yes. So the question was, what's in it for him?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Strahd's existence is an affront to everything I stand for. Strahd has a mastery over time that is infected with evil. I ended up here because I went to try to correct something from my past. Or tried to find a way for me to correct my past. Oh boy. To correct my past. And I see Strahd just gets to live in her version of the past. Corrupted, lifeless, and evil version. Taking her away from this place and ending her existence is what I get out of this. I've made my mistakes. You go.
No, that sounds more like it.
Oh.
If you want to kill Strahd, you found the right people then.
Repeat yourself, baby. I'm sorry, it froze.
If you want to kill Strahd. I'm so sorry.
We both like to talk. We both like to talk. What can I say?
God damn it, Discord. If you want to kill Strahd, then you found the right people.
I thought as much from you. And as for my emotions, no. I am not the most emotional person in the world. But it does not make me inconsiderate. My offer for your friend was merely a response and an analyzation of your grief. Someone as bright as he seemed to be, I figured you would want his light. This is not as antagonization. Just an offer.
Bones looks at you, Alvina.
Alvina is going to look at Taro, take in all the stuff that he's been saying, and she... Hold on, let me get my thoughts. She's going to say to him, if you have been watching us this whole time and analyzing what we've been doing, how we've been moving, all this and that and the other, you would know that out of respect for him, we wouldn't want to bring him back. Same with that one. Points to Aeolus. What is dead should stay dead. We've been trying to fix that here this whole fucking time. The soul's here trapped. It's not right.
I would agree.
Now, if you are here to help us get rid of Strahd, we'll take all the help that we can get. She glances over at Malachi, because obviously we fucking need more people since everyone's dropping like goddamn flies.
We need him. And we are here in your service when you need us eventually. But we need to dispatch the druids.
Sorry. In my mind, I'm just like, oh, we'll be in your service in the future.
Yeah, that's what Alvina's like. Yeah. When we need it.
I mean, to be clear, the reason why I was there in the first place was because Jaren reached out to Danica and asked for backup. So if that.
Oh no!
You do that.
It is valid.
Danica for backup, bitches. Anyways.
Yes, I do. Again, I'm saying it's valid. Aeolus, pissed off, understands the choice. Christian, whatever.
One fucking person.
It sucks.
You guys ask for backup, and we're risking our fucking lives to help you break whatever goddamn curse is over this forsaken place.
And Devin will be on his fucking.
It doesn't feel like a very even exchange.
Danica looks at you guys. No inside check necessary. She's kind of pissed.
You burned down my village. I lost friends in defense of you. There is not an exchange when it comes to blood.
Meanwhile, your kids are here and safe, and mine is gone.
Hold on, you're lagging. Oh no, Discord.
Sorry, I can't hear you, buddy.
Discord. Discord.
Robots.
Discord. Bitch.
Optimus Prime.
Discord
Not
is
Discord,
in
Discord. Fucking get your shit together, Discord. Okay, I think we're good. Continue, buddy. I'm so sorry.
You said
I don't know where it
you
exactly
said
cut out.
your kid is safe and sound here, and my kid is, and that's where it cut out.
God knows
And then
where.
meet more.
I understand losing friends is tough. Family is tougher, but your children are here. Jaren isn't going to be able to return back to his at all.
I don't think it is wise of us to measure the losses of others, and I am sorry that you do not have your children.
If I do
I wasn't
say,
aware that I had a hand in
think-
that.
I think that in a helping standpoint, she's given us help. We've come back and returned the favor by protecting this area.
You're right. I'm just mad that we lost Jaren. End of discussion. Elvina's gonna just walk away at this point.
Bones is gonna follow you.
And then I'll like under my breath to like whisper to Danica, and I'll say I'm really sorry. She's just lashing out because she's grieving.
It's okay. I understand.
I do think
And didn't you
it
almost
is
go on a
in
fucking
our
warpath?
best interest that he accompanies us.
Whatever assistance you need from us, Wizard, we will attempt to provide it, but I would prefer not to lose anyone else. Just as they would, I'm sure.
Agreed.
I mean, it's better to have 2 footholds in the fight against Strahd than rather just one. So, I mean, this one, while one is significantly, like, safer to protect and guard, in the sense that no one dead can go into that space, I feel like if the druids and the quote-unquote alive creatures, races, and
would
monsters are
dispatch the
attacking
bird.
this place.
Of the druids.
And I do
Thank
think finding Mordenkainen is the right way to do this.
I agree, Alice. I think that is wise. And Danica will also step away and leave.
Well, you've done it. You're part of this crew.
Never been much of a people person, but adjustments can be made.
I sort of clap Taro on the shoulder like, best of luck, dude. It's an experience.
Big shell. On the back.
Yeah, I clap him on the shell. I hear boom.
I am like not quite like I am more sea turtle in face, but my shell is like the size of like a Galapagos, like very wide and broad shell. But adjustments can be made. Cristobal seems to like people. Isn't that right, Cristobal? I look down at my Maine Coon cat.
And I look down and
Yeah,
like,
Cristobal is doing a figure 8 in Thaddeus's legs, just rubbing
oh my
his.
God. Where
his
did
face on
this
his
guy
knees.
come from? I love the where did this guy come from?
That is Cristobal. That is my familiar. He takes on many forms. This was a favorite form of a close colleague of mine.
Insight check to see if Cristobal is enjoying themselves or is in pain.
And animal handling.
may I? I don't know what you want me to roll for it. I want to.
you
I feel
can.
like insight.
I think it is. That's a really good question. Is it insight or animal handling?
Well, I
Is
think
it
animal
an
handling
animal?
maybe like pandering to.
Yeah, you're not trying to get anything from the animal. I think insight for this particular instance, you're not like asking Cristobal to do anything for you.
Oh,
Animal
okay,
handling
not too
is
bad.
Calm. Okay, never mind.
I rolled a 13 and I got a +3, so a 16. Not bad. Not bad.
On a 16, you think that Cristobal enjoys praise. His little cat body is purring. You think that he enjoys praise. You do see his foot do like a little twitch, like a fish out of water, but you think that he enjoys praise largely.
Watch this.
Do I think that like I don't glean like any sense of like slight uncomfortableness of the form that he's been like that they're currently in?
Yeah, his foot is definitely doing a weird twitch, like he's not used to being on all fours. But yeah, for sure.
I'll ask. So does Cristobal prefer this form? Because if I'm not mistaken, wait, Cristobal like came in with you, correct?
Yeah, came in as a hawk,
Yeah.
like a Galapagos hawk.
Galapagos. Sorry, I'm looking.
Or no, it was a specific hawk. I can't remember exactly which one it is.
I want to look up.
But there is pictures of it.
I want to look up the
I'll
size
post a
of the
picture real
hawk.
quick.
It's like a falcon.
No,
Like, I was like, because I'm like, they're big, but like they're not as big as like you might think, depending on like the size of it. I'm thinking like
copy image, and then we're
Literally,
gonna go to
excuse me.
player character. That's one, and then I had another one.
oh, got it. I love birds too, so this is perfect. So
I'll find the other one, but continue.
I'll just like bring up the fact. So wasn't this one a hawk? It seemed a little bit more. They seemed a little bit more happy with their hawk form.
Here we go. Here's a better one of when he's like sitting on my perch or on my staff.
Dude, I saw this literally in the parking lot at work. Sorry, not the exact. I have to send that photo.
These are actually native to like the Galapagos. I forget exactly what they're called. But he goes, Cristobal typically does enjoy his aviary form, but he takes on this one at my request, as we are also going to be indoors for the time being. But I can change him back with about 10 minutes to an hour.
Okay, I was just curious because I like to interact
bird.
with him in.
What a gorgeous bird.
Great
bird.
Oh
Great
wow!
bird.
Oh wow!
Pretty bird.
Yeah, that was literally
bird.
in the park. I had to walk
Birds.
my office manager to her truck because she's like, "What if it attacks me?" I'm
Siamese
like, "It's
fire
not gonna do that." But whatever. I don't know what kind of bird what kind of hawk this is, but I'm like, this is a gorgeous bird. But this was literally just in the parking lot at work. Crazy.
Okay, but is this how big he is currently?
He's a Maine
he
Coon,
is,
so Maine Coon would probably
he's
be
a
similar
he's a
size,
black
right?
Maine Coon right now. Yeah,
Still
he's
pretty
like a
big,
3 foot.
Yeah, that's
He's a long boy. Like most Maine Coons, when you stretch them out, are like longer than your
Maine Coon.
torso.
Yeah. So would you equate that like the similar size of the Maine Coon right now as the same size as the hawk would be?
Yeah, just in different proportions.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I just wanted to gauge because I was like
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had to like make an actual like spell. Like obviously I don't know.
No, it's just
If
the
you
fine
have to make a
familiar
spell.
spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. This truly beautiful black cat going between your legs, just rubbing its face on you,
But I
doing
assume,
its "I'm a good cat"
I
social
assume
boy.
in your sight of us, you might have some information on where we could find Mordenkainen.
I have done some research into where he is. I believe I'd heard he was near Mount Baratok, or
He
like
is near-
weird sightings of a wizard.
You have seen in their past, they were told that he was shooting the lake with lightning bolts. So Mount Bartok Lake would be your best bet. Can you scry?
It's a 5th level spell.
Their warlock can scry. You would know that. that she has the ability to scry. You merely need to provide her with Mordenkainen's spell book, and it might be easy for her to locate him in a description.
So, by the way, Malachi, still hanging around. You obviously have a relationship with Davian. Where'd that come from?
A relationship is a bit of a loose term. Davian is a man that I've met a few weeks ago in passing. A wizard to wizard, a bit of colleague camaraderie, let's say. Maybe that is the relation at the end.
The wizard club, I see.
I'm going to, with my hand on my staff, I'm just going to point my one weird turtle finger, not one, just like one of my fingers out, and I'm going to cast message to Danica and end my mind. I'm going to say, what is your relation to Davian Martikor? As I look away and begin to see if anyone else is going to start talking.
Can she reply? She can reply mentally.
She can. She can reply like a very small whisper that only I can hear.
She says, he is my father-in-law, and an uncle, kind of.
Do you find him to be a good man?
He is not a bad man.
That's what you think.
As a brooch of trust, I wish to show you something. If you would all excuse me for one moment, I did forget something up in my bags upstairs. I believe something to the... Do I know that they are... I know they're were-ravens, or do I know about, like, the... Obviously, if I would, like, know Davian, would I know about, like, the Keepers of the Feather, or that is, like, their...
You have seen the travels of this group through this land. You would know all that they know.
Hi,
Nikki.
You maybe would not have paid attention to the intricacies of their personal relationships, but you would know all that they know. What's up, Nikki?
Haley says, what's up, Nikki?
What's up, girl? What's up, girl?
You have a couple things in the freezer for you to look for, and there's also some stuff in the pantry. I love you.
Congrats on the job.
Congrats!
Yeah, probably like next half hour.
We can wrap up sooner rather than later if you need to, bud. I know that there are people who wake up early tomorrow.
Yeah, Kat's waking up at 2:30.
Hey, we can wrap soon. We can wrap soon.
Yeah. I would say I would also like to discuss something with your is Danica the leader, or is Davian the leader?
So there is a split. The split falls greater on Danica's side than it does Davian, but there definitely is a split. There are maybe about 30 or so were-ravens underneath Davian and who actively live and tend to the wines. There are about 90 were-ravens that Danica has wheeled over. Her father was the previous leader of this group, and when he was killed, there was a split because she was still very young.
I would like to have a quick discussion of something of import to your leader. As I think he's thinking of Davian as more just wizard category rather than codifying it as like the majority leader, or at least like the more cool-headed one he has kind of seen so far. Just a quick conversation and that is all. If you would please excuse me. as he begins to slowly go upstairs.
Yes, of course. And Danica will follow. And we can leave it off right there. I know that people have to go to sleep. Are we cool continuing for the next 30 or no?
We can continue. I won't fall asleep before probably 11:30 anyhow.
Danica follows you up the stairs.
I go to the same room.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how memory logic is going to work, so we're going to see how you tell me if this doesn't work.
Yeah.
I want to lead her up into the room that we were in, and I'm going to flick my wrist once more, and then the locket is going to reappear. And before it hits the floor, I'm going to catch it with my mage hand, and it is going to rise back up, and say, "You know this woman." Or actually say, I'll point to the painting before I open it up.
Yes.
What is your relation to her?
Halea, she is my aunt. But she is also my mother-in-law.
What do you know of your relation between Davian and her?
They are were husband and wife.
Did that end?
What is this? She is dead. She died of an illness early in Erwin's life. She was very sick.
If you do not mind, I'm going to close the door for just a moment. With your permission.
You see her make eye contact with someone beyond the door. It's fine. And she nods her head, and the door closes. Outside, you guys see Nomura move towards the door, and just is standing outside watchfully.
I'm going to put my hand on the door, and I'm going to cast Arcane Lock. Just in case this sound gets too loud and alerts the man on the other side of the building. But hopefully this...
Danica does like the phantom reach for your knife as she sees you cast Arcane Lock, but she's waiting.
This is to assure that we are not... Perhaps you should see. And I'm going to move the locket over to her as an enclosed form. And I'm going to cast Arcane Lock, and the door is going to flash with these blue lights of like cross guards, and then is going to fade away.
Yeah. You
open that lock.
She opens the lock. Are you still holding on to it?
It is just like in a mage hand. Like I'm not really... I guess it would be in my hand still.
The visage of the room, again, years earlier appears. Again, you see Davian, his breath heaving. He is maintaining concentration on a spell to keep this woman paralyzed in the bed. Except now you and Danica obviously witness this scene together. He has scratches across his face. And again, this woman is contorted on the bed. And once again, you hear the gentle taps on the door. As Davian gasps and rushes to push his body against the door, in a panic, his concentration drops. The woman on the bed begins to shudder and shake and maniacally begins laughing. You see, just briefly, a child attempts to open the door. No! No! As he shoves the door closed, like a banshee, this woman on the bed rushes towards the door, and the child who had opened it, again slightly ajar. The wizard, his wand is knocked from his hand as she attempts to open the door from beyond. He grabs her by her legs, dragging her back. You see the face of a young, tan child with dark hair that Danica recognizes to be her husband, Erwin, opening the door. You have seen this man. I don't know if he would be of import to you to recognize him as a child, but the child then frantically closes the door. And the next 10 minutes is of this man, Davian, and this woman essentially, like, you see them scrapping on the ground, her attempting to literally like rip his skin off of his face, and him screaming, tears rushing down his face as he is crying, reaching out for his wand. But again, this fever that has taken over her while she is laughing has granted her some power. Obviously, when he's dragging her from the door, you see her nail marks appear on the ground. He is weeping. She is leaning in to like bite at his face. His hand is on her face. He reaches over and his fingers touch his wand, and he presses it to her neck where her amulet sits, dangling in his face, as this is the memory of the last 10 minutes of her life. And his hand again on her face as she snarls, spit dripping down onto his skin as he whispers, "I love you so much." And bright light flashes as fire extends from this wand, scalding them both, burning up some of her clothes and the bed around them as the room is briefly engulfed in this massive moat of fire, and the memory stops. And the amulet closes. Oh my fucking god. Holy
Quite
shit.
tragic.
That is fucking awful.
I'm going to mage hand it away from us, put it back into the box where I got it, close it, lock it, and then shut the doors. I noticed these on the ground, and I point down to the scratches that you can now see where I've like drawn like at least one or two lines over with chalk from my circle.
Yeah.
I say, when I came into this room, I moved this rug and saw this. I asked Davian if there was something that I should be concerned about, and he said no. I asked him if he took me for a fool, and he said no and did not say anything. I see why now.
That's sick.
Figured some information to come to light would make him have a more understanding perspective.
Thank you. She takes the key and wrenches open the chest, and she takes the amulet. He shouldn't be watching this, and she pockets it. And she takes about 5 gold pieces and then closes the chest. Thank you. I don't give him a lot of credit. He's a right shit. But I appreciate you for showing me this.
Of course.
I know that we don't have any pull on the threads of time, but if you need help, we will do what we can.
I think there's a moment where Taro kind of like has this odd compartmentalization issue of like seeing true emotion on this person compared to the way that he kind of views the people from this land. He goes, I appreciate your candor and your honesty.
She nods. And then she steps out. Malachi.
Yeah.
Danica stepping out of this room and making eye contact with Nomura. You know her, so no roll necessary. They make eye contact, and you see them have the mental exchange of like, what the fuck? What the fuck? As they head downstairs, presumably to divulge and Dean Carly sent to you, and she's like, I wonder what the hell they talked about. And then outside, Alvina, rewinding just a little bit, as you had rushed outside, followed by Bones. Oi. Hey. He like grabs your arm and to stop you.
She'll stop and turn around, and she has tears once again, like, streaming down her face.
Aww.
And it's not just due to the fact of Jaren. It is, like, she hasn't seen her daughter in a long time, and she has felt just the biggest sense of betrayal for, like, the longest time, having been in Barovia. And she's just so tired of it.
He will lean in and he'll wipe the tears off of your face. Oi. I know you're mad at Jaren. I'm too.
I'm not mad at just him. I'm mad at the whole fucking thing. The people that I thought I could trust back home, couldn't trust them. Daughters lost in fucking the ether because of them and you. Not that you knew, but then we find people here who we make this band of misfits to try and stop and get back home to where we belong, and everyone's dropping out like flies. We got 3 of our original members left. 2 of our members left. That was the original part of, what, 5 or 6? And it feels like we're getting nowhere. I just want to go home. I just want to bring Tylee home. You.
Oi. Is it not this band of misfits that killed that fucking... I don't fucking know what the fuck that thing was back in that temple. But you did that. Tore my ass out of Ravenloft when I thought I was going to be fucking mincemeat for some vampires. You did that. You've made friends or enemies with everyone that you've met. And that feels right. I promise that we'll do everything that we can to get her back. And I know that means nothing because I did lose her, right? Very fair. And you're right to be pissed at me for that. And you can be pissed at Jaren. And you can be pissed at... I don't remember her name. Daniel something. She's scary.
Yeah.
But you've worked really hard to get here. So don't take that anger out on yourself. You want to hit somebody, you can hit me. I can take it. But don't beat yourself up. You're trying really hard.
I was gonna say, she laugh cries and, like, punches him in the chest, and she's like, you're right.
Oh no. So sad.
And this
So
fucking broad. And she points to her head.
Oh no.
Granted, that one's on me.
Devious smile.
So sad. Poor Jaren doesn't have what it takes. It's okay. Even when you're alone, you'll always have me. Elisania says into your mind. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Well, that one's on me. Can't blame anyone but myself.
Currently looking into the
She was
cleric line to see
helpful for a
if
minute, though.
exorcisms exist.
It'll get better. Yeah, I'm sure it'll get better. It'll be just fine. Don't worry, Burns has got it in his capable hands. As he's lighting a cigarette. He can't hear her. We'll see how well you do against Strahd going forward. Numbers dwindling. But I'm sure we'll be fine. As big camera pans out on the Wizard of the Wines. New allies. We're gonna call it here. I'm so sorry. I wanted to do a cute scene, but we'll have to save that for next week because we are being sad. Are we having fun? Are we having a good time?
This is a fun. This was a fun grieving set. I do think. I know going in because the way that we talked, I know that you wanted to get a little more done with this session, but I think having a session to just sort of allow the characters to be sad is good.
Oh yeah. You're muted.
Okay, hey, listen. Would you guys prefer your characters take the body back to Hope? Or I can have the were-ravens do that if you would like to move on to the next section of your mission.
Isn't there like a young vampire in my caravan right now who could just do that?
Yeah, you could have her take the body back if you guys did not want to be the ones to do that. That's totally fine.
Okay, real quick. Alan, I love that idea. Your vampire friend, dead immediately. On site, carrying...
Take them all the way back.
She can't take them all the way back, but the carriage can certainly continue on until it reaches Hope. It would just be Jaren's dead
I know, and I was like, that's so shit.
That
Just send a
so
fucking
warped in such a message that
Okay, So here, I have like my thought process was like, we should just like have Haley be like, this is what happened when you guys took him, because I don't know if I can handle like Haley role playing Hope and the child. I'm like, that's gonna be.
I mean, that's
awful. And then also, if we go back to not Mordecai, if we go back to Argynvost, told that's gonna be another session of sad roleplay, and it's like, okay.
Here's what I am thinking. I am thinking where Raven takes back the body, even Malachi.
I would say I definitely think Malachi should be the one to like, because then outside of the other were-ravens, the others, like Danica knows of Hope isn't like as close. I feel like Malachi is definitely closer with Hope in the scenario.
And if you guys want like a written description of Hope's reaction to learning that Jaren is dead, I can find
we could do like,
you're gonna call us all cowards.
Hey, Haley, at some point between this session and next session, we could sit down, do like a fucking 20 minute role play of Malachi bringing Jaren back, record it, and then share it.
I think that would be really fun. I just don't want to, because I know that that's going to be a particularly painful thing, and I don't want like it to be somber, and it would be just a lot of me role playing with myself, and I've been doing that a lot, and I don't want to do that again. I'm trying to pull back on that just because I know that that's kind of overwhelming. So, like, I'm happy to provide you the recording.
With that, though, if that's the case, Elvina is going to write a note because she has the other sending stone that Jaren had. And she is going to, like, leave a note with it that says, like, hey, we're really sorry we did not come back. Or at least she's going to say that she was sorry she didn't come back.
Yeah.
With him to deliver the body. But if she wants to reach out, she still has the other stone.
I am going to get in on that and also have a note too. But I think it makes sense for like the main like people who've been with Jaren since the very beginning to have notes.
That's really fair. If you guys want to write Hope some notes, that would be perfect. If you guys could do that before next Thursday for David's session, maybe for the homies that arrive early, I'll just play it in front of you, and we can all listen to the saddest reaction ever, and just and just listen to it right before. I don't want to do that right
it's
before
so
Jaren's
hard.
session.
It's
That's so awful.
hard.
We'll
You just call David Jaren.
Hey, we're just gonna record it, and I'm gonna post it in chat. If you want to listen to it, you can. You also
That
don't
shit's
have
gonna
to.
hurt.
It's already really, really somber. I have been thinking of how I would role play someone losing the love of their life, and if you don't want to listen to that, that's okay.
Oh god, I keep thinking about the fact that was like the last thing that he ever said to her was like, I'm gonna get us out of here, I promise. I'm gonna get us out of here. Then then like Isabel being like, I don't view you as a father and I don't need you.
I know.
And it's like, you know what? I respect it. And it's like,
I know,
okay.
but the backstory farming on fucking Isabel. Though.
Isabel is about to become.
The backstory farming is so crazy. Anyways, have a fantastic.
Right,
she's about to become the biggest freaking. Have a fantastic.
Or villain.
Such a pleasure, guys. I love you all.